Some people talk about what's going on in Camden as what sort of this intellectual genocide. Since about 1980, this city has been known as not only one of the poorest in the country, but also one of the most dangerous. The irony is that 7 minutes away this year, Morristown, New Jersey was voted the most livable city in America. So you have America's most dangerous city, Camden, and America's most livable city within 7 minutes of each other. How does that exist? My name is Bruce Main. I'm the Executive Director of Urban Promise Ministries in Camden, New Jersey. Originally, I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia. I grew up in a fairly middle-class community. Left Vancouver when I was 19 and went to Azusa Pacific. When I got to Azusa, the whole faith question began to surface. What do I really believe? What's this faith about? Tony Campolo came. I was a junior, and he did a 3-day chapel talk series. It was revolutionary to think that my faith should speak to the social crises that are confronting not only our country but our world. I mean, I just never heard that stuff before. Tony recruited university students to engage in ministry in the city in the summer. The first summer, there was 16 other college students. We worked in a housing project, and I'd never seen poverty like this. It was mind-boggling. Meeting these beautiful kids that were growing up in very difficult circumstances and falling in love with those kids and saying, why isn't the church present? Why is only the best youth ministry in the country in communities where it can be afforded? So, and in 1988, I got married, rented a U-Haul truck, loaded up my bride, and we drove across the country and landed in Camden. Camden, a fascinating city. It's a city of about 85,000 people. It's got an incredibly active drug trade. Between 10 and 20,000 people drive into the city to purchase drugs each day. What the drug industry brings, it's guns, it's violence, it's greed. You've got children growing up in a community that sends more kids to prison than it does to college. And so I think with a ministry like this, we're capturing young people before the destructive forces of their community take them down the wrong path. This is first grade right here.
Good morning, Mr. May.
Well, good morning.
Good job, you're close, Emily.
I did that on purpose. I did it. G-E-A.
That's
I
it.
almost got it wrong. Yay!
But we're not finished.
I got one young man, he's at Princeton Seminary. He was one of the first kids that I started with. He wants to start an urban promise in South Africa. A number of young people who are going off to college and getting an education and kids that are catching a vision for making a difference in their world. It's the fun stuff. I mean, when you sort of see things multiplying. What I would love for every child that comes through, every teenager that comes through our program, is at a certain stage in their life that they would have a choice. If a young person doesn't have that educational foundation, they'll never have that choice. I think that embodies a lot of what we do here. We try to be about the business of doing justice, not just talking about justice or taking a stand for justice, but be doers of justice and lovers of mercy, and then walk with an attentiveness and a humility